What is up, everybody? We're back in here once again. Another episode of Weekly Win Streak. It's your boy CFB Bets. As always, I'm joined by Mr. Cash himself right there. What up, bro? What up, bro? How we doing today, man?
What's up, man? To be honest with you, you know how it is, dude. I'm fucking pissed. But we're gonna get right. We're gonna get rocking, and we're gonna start cashing. Guys, today, if nothing else, make sure you're catching the fades for me. Make sure you're catching the fades for me. That's all. TP3, how are you? How are you? Yesterday was a little bit of a sweat. You didn't know if your Braves were gonna get in. They almost in the first game they had us sweating, full sweat, and then they lost it twice actually. But then they got in game 2. We love it. How was your weekend? You have a good weekend?
Man, it was all right weekend, honestly. I mean, we went to the Falcons game. We had back-to-back winning days going for our fourth in a row today. But I will say I was a little bit pissed off that I had the Falcons minus 2.5 as a max play, and those fuckers won by 2. So, that definitely sucked a little bit. But other than that, it was a pretty solid weekend. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was good. More of the same. A lot of rain, a lot of shitty weather. Just really bizarre games, bizarre outcomes, bizarre beats all over the place. Really looking to get right this week. New month. But outside of sports betting, it was a decent weekend. Went golfing Sunday, got rained on the entire time. They wouldn't let us cancel the tee time. So it's like, all right, we already paid. Like, I'm gonna go out there and just get soaked.
Damn, I would have gone up there and cussed him out. So you're a better man than me. Dang, you do stuff besides sports betting, bro, on the weekend?
Only sometimes, once in a blue moon.
Just kidding. I don't leave the house, man. All I do is sit here and sports bet. So
I know that's all we can do.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we can do, guys. What do you think about that Georgia-Alabama game? That game was incredible.
Yeah, sure. Here's my opinion. We need to stop romanticizing this game, calling it a fucking classic. This was not a classic. This was a shitty game. This was competitive for 2 minutes. There was 2 minutes of competition in this game, and yet this was like, I don't even know, dude. This was like watching the Game of Thrones. 2.5 hours for fucking 2 minutes of fucking swords and cannons and shit. Like, I don't know. For me, it was a disappointment. Just get blown out and fucking lose. Like, why are you gonna do all that? Come back to have and act like you're the shit, and then just lose it 30 seconds later, just to get my hopes up. I literally shut the game off. I said, fuck this. I got the notification on ESPN that said, oh, the dogs are coming back. I said, holy fuck. Here it is. The tides are turning. I turn it on. I'm locked in. They score right, like literally 2 minutes after I turn it on. I'm like, holy shit, it's time. Yeah, we all know how that goes. What about you, TP3? What did you think about the game?
I actually think your take is pretty accurate here. That was why I brought it up, because I saw your tweet. I think you have a pretty solid take. I mean, dude, that game was boring as hell. Then Georgia came out of nowhere and came back. I mean, I had the over as my max play. I did take the dogs as well for 1 unit. So, I mean, I was sweating right there with you. But then once they came back, I mean, the final 5 minutes was great, but the actual game in of itself was kind of trash in my opinion. And honestly, I think the thing that's not getting talked about enough is how great of a coach Kalen DeBoer is. I mean, you look at Kalen DeBoer, he's undefeated versus all the big-time coaches, Dan Lanning, Saban, Sark, Kirby Smart. He's undefeated against all them. But, I mean, the guy clearly saw how to take advantage of what Georgia was doing, and he exposed them that entire first half. And he also put Jalen Milroe in spots to succeed. So, ultimately, I thought that Lanning did a hell of a job, and I thought that it ended up being a close game, but it really wasn't, like you said, as close as the score actually was. Alabama should have dog-walked them and had no business letting them back into that game.
Yeah, I agree. What's up, Jordan? Love you. Thanks for tuning in. What's up, Cameron? Love you, brother. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Also, Carson Beck is not in the Heisman conversation. That dude, he's shit. He is garbage. He is one read I don't care what the defense is doing. I'm chucking it there. And if it's not there, I'm panicking. Pure panic. He's garbage, dude. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know. He's not good. He's not good. All that waiting, all that time back there, and that's all you got?
Yeah, I mean, I will say Carson Beck definitely has not performed the way I thought he would this year. He maybe needs to break up with his girlfriend and get his mind right or something. I don't know if you know he's dating or not. He's dating one of the Cavender twins, so that part of it is definitely, yeah, I definitely expected Carson Beck to be better than he has been. On the flip side of things, how about Jalen Milroe, dude? Jalen Milroe has been fucking balling this season.
Yeah, I think like they did a disservice by taking the foot off the gas. I don't think they knew how to play like that. Like, I don't think they can play conservatively. Like, dude, Milroe looked so comfortable in the first half of that game. Just boom, 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 boom. Keep going, fast pace. They tried to slow it down and dial it down, and it almost looked like he was just like kind of chained down. He couldn't do what he wanted to do. He wanted to take more shots. I think they should have just kept running up the score. But yeah, that's it. For what it's worth, I think that's my Heisman right now is Jalen Milroe.
Absolutely. He'd get my vote. That's 100% for sure. Another thing too, dude, we kind of cooked honestly on that show we did. I mean, I think most of the free plays we gave out hit. Even like I said, the over in the Louisville game and the over in the Auburn game, I graded as my biggest bets of the day, and I didn't take them because Oklahoma was down 5 receivers, and the Louisville Notre Dame game, I didn't trust Notre Dame's passing offense. I mean, that thing hit damn near at halftime, and then the Auburn one, I mean, we would have sweat that thing down to that pick 6 at the end, but. I mean, fuck, man. I definitely had some bet regret not betting either of those because I had those capped perfectly and I just left them on the table.
Hey, it's better to leave them on the table and cap them right than have what happened to me, which I live bet Auburn money line right before they scored their first touchdown. They sold on me last minute, and then you know what happened with Louisville as well. L's on L's on L's on
Louisville
L's.
pushed.
Huh?
Did you have 6.5 on Louisville?
No, I had 6.
Oh, I had 7, but I did take that early on Friday. Damn, yeah, that's tough. I mean, dude, Louisville should have won that game. Notre Dame scored 3 touchdowns off turnovers. I mean, Notre Dame really didn't deserve to be in that game at all. Louisville should have beat them. And I'll give you all a hint if you're watching the show right now. We like Louisville this week. That's for sure. We definitely like them this week. That is for damn sure. That's probably the last time I'll mention that anywhere besides in VIP, but we like Louisville this week. That's for sure.
Wow.
And I'm going to tell you guys this too, if you're watching the show right now. If you're not taking Clemson team total or Clemson minus 14, I don't know what you're doing because Florida State is going to get absolutely dog walked. 1, because they suck. 2, because Clemson's offense is actually pretty good. And 3, because Dabo takes these games personally. He never forgets when they were little bro and we used to kick their teeth in, and he will not relinquish any opportunity than to embarrass Florida State in this game on Saturday night. So if you're not taking Clemson, you probably shouldn't bet on college football, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And there are a few teams where it's very clear they are dynamos. They are powerhouses, and it's almost like you have to tail without fail. I mean, Indiana has continued to just look outstanding in their games and their endeavors. I think the one game that I'm really upset about that I didn't bet was Mississippi State, Texas. I fucking knew 37 was way too much for it's just like a fucking, there's just no way. It was just a line that I glazed over it. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do anything with that. And it would have been a no sweat cash. That's the only bet that I regret not placing. What about the games last night, bro? Hold on. The one thing I think it was in our group chat, and I hate giving this guy credit because fuck the Ravens. But bro, Harbaugh, he made Huntley look like he's actually an average quarterback. Bro, Amon-Ra St. Brown threw a better ball in one pass than Huntley threw all fucking game.
To be fair, though, Huntley had a short week to prep and stuff. I mean, we expected too much out of him. The offenses are vastly different. He's in a timing passing offense rather than the Ravens offense has tons of designed runs and like read options and stuff built into it. The Dolphins don't have stuff like that in their offense. Like This is like putting Lamar Jackson in like a air raid offense. You know what I mean? Like it's basically what it is.
Oh, I agree. Here's the thing, though. If you're going to make the decision to put this fucking guy in, knowing damn well he cannot throw the ball, we got to get something else going here. We had 0 tunnel screens. You put Tyreek in the Tyreek in the backfield one time. It didn't work out, and you just got away from it. Like, McDaniels did a terrible job game planning for this game. Huntley, he can't throw a fucking fly route? I get it. He had a week, but damn it, man. This is the NFL. You can't throw a 15-yard dig. You can't throw a fucking fly route, bro. Come on.
I mean, the Dolphins had their defense on the field the entire game. I mean, if you had told me Mason Rudolph was playing quarterback, I would have took the Titans instantly. I mean, Will Levis did what Will Levis does. He threw a pick on the first drive.
Nice.
When he went out of that game, I was so pissed, man. I mean, if the Titans start him again, man, they're idiots. They need to play Mason Rudolph. So, anyway, though, guys, we got playoff baseball back on today. Bro, before we get into it, give us a prediction, man, on who you got playing in the ALCS, and then we'll give an NLCS prediction, then we'll go World Series, and then we'll break down the last 2 games, and then we'll get up out of here.
ALCS, NLCS. Okay, got it. Whoa. I just got breaking news. Iran launches missile attack. It literally came up on my computer like a freaking text message.
Where they launch missile attack at?
I don't know. I closed it out. I just saw a missile attack. Wouldn't that be crazy if we're just getting bombed right now and I close it out like, fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, you're in Ohio, though. Nobody cares about Ohio.
Facts, dude. The shithole of America. Seriously, shithole of America. All right, but I'd have to say, fuck, man. I don't know. Here's what I'll say. I don't know ALCS and all that shit. I hadn't broke it down like that. I think in the American League, it's going to be the Yankees. In the National League, it's going to be the Dodgers. We are going to have our first, this is going to be a brand name World Series. Okay? I really believe it. I think it's going to be Yankees-Dodgers. That's what I think in the World Series.
Really? I don't know, bro. I feel like the Dodgers they don't have the pitching to get through the playoffs. I'm going to go with the Padres. And the Padres are probably cooked because Trent took Padres Astros. So I'm going to say the Padres play the Yankees. That's going to be my prediction right there. What up, Pipe Player? How we doing? I think the Padres will beat the Yankees in the World Series. I think they have the better bullpen. I think they have just as good of a lineup. And I think they have the right players to get it done.
Wow. Wow, wee. I don't hate it. And they got Tatis back. He's healthy.
They got Darvish back, too.
You're right. Profar's hitting the ball really well again. Like, he was slumping hella, but then now he's doing good again.
Yep.
They're hitting the ball at the right time. Manny Machado's doing well again, too. So I don't hate that. And I think that's actually like a good segue into this evening. So you have Padres, Yankees World Series. Fuck, man. You're right. You put me on the spot, and that's such... I don't like the Dodgers. I'm changing. I like...
You're not allowed.
No, yeah, I am. I like probably the Phillies. Phillies, Yankees, because I can't go Padres. Phillies, Yankees. Bro, I'll be in Cleveland on Saturday for game 1. We getting a drink. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it.
Love it. Got to do it, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay, so you're going Phillies and Yankees?
Yeah, because listen, they got Wheeler, they got Suarez, they got Sanchez.
Yeah, I like the Phillies over the Padres. I was trying to go a little more on the upset route, so that's why I went with the Padres. There's always a team who doesn't deserve to be in there that makes it, so that's why I went with the Padres. Or not necessarily doesn't deserve. There's always a team nobody sees making it that ends up making it. But Trent did pick them, so they're probably cursed. With that being said, let's talk about tonight's games, guys. Right now, we got the Astros. They're getting... Looks like, Astros have runners at the corners with nobody out, so we'll see what happens there. We're not allowed to watch it, bro. We're not watching it now, so maybe they can hit a home run for us here. Let's see who's at bat right now. Looks like Alex Bregman's at bat. No, Alex Bregman just got the base hit. So we have.
Don't play with me, bro.
Yainer Diaz is coming up with nobody out,
and there's 3 runners. There's two runners on.
Yep, nobody out. So we'll see what happens. 3-0 still. We can't watch it. We're not watching it right now. So maybe if we don't watch it, something good will happen.
Yeah.
But guys, we have 2 games left tonight, and they're both in the National League. We have the Mets taking on the Brewers, and we have the My Braves taking on the San Diego Padres. Bro, let's start out with this Brewers game as I have a free play in this game, and you also have a free play in this game. I'll go first here. Guys, this is the spot of all spots, in my opinion, right here in the MLB playoffs. I took the Brewers -1 here, and I'm going to explain to you why. The New York Mets played in Atlanta on Tuesday. They sat around and played with themselves on Wednesday and Thursday, and they hopped on a flight on Friday to Milwaukee. They played a whole series there and played like shit. Then they hopped on a flight and flew to Atlanta that night, played a 2-game doubleheader, and then hopped on another flight and flew back to Milwaukee. This is a horrible travel spot, horrible situational spot. Also, too, let me pull up the trend up right here for you guys. We used it a couple times this year. It was the Brewers with rest advantage and the Brewers with a day off. So let's see here if it'll let me pull it up. All right, here we go. Brewers with 1 day off this season were the damn. What the fuck is this thing doing? Let's refresh it. For some reason, it's still showing all games. I know they didn't play 98 games the day off this season. Here we go. Brewers were an MLB best 13-6 with 1 day off this season. Then you look at them with the rest advantage, and the Brewers were okay. They were 4-4 with a rest advantage this season. But regardless, you got Freddie Peralta on the mound. He's on fire. We're going up against Severino, guys. Severino 3 times last game, warmed up and ended up going in the game because he was supposed to pitch game 2 if the Mets lost. I think it's a really bad spot today for both the Mets and the Braves. I'm taking the Brewers -1 here. I expect the Brewers to win this game. I think it might be like a 3-1 game or something like that, but I think they'll win it and they'll get it done. I don't know if they'll score a ton of runs. What do you think?
I really like that. I like that a lot. And the Severino point is very sharp. And I'm wondering if playoff baseball doesn't automatically lend an ear to the under. Like, you might have to have more of an open mind to the under. Like, these guys, the second the starting pitchers are getting into a bit of a kerfuckle, they're pulling them. And they're putting, like you just saw in the Astros game, they pulled Valdez. They had a guy do like a third of an inning or 2/3 of an inning, and then they put Blanco, which was actually like a starter. So I think you're going to see a lot more of that. Really like that angle. I'm right there with you. I'm on Brewers, exact same play. Brewers -1. Sorry to my VIP guys. We don't have a lot of plays today. So, we're going to go over pretty much everything here. Don't worry. We're going to start launching off some plays. There's just not a whole lot of games today, right? So
yeah,
bear with me. That said, I agree with you. Freddie P has been one of the strongest pitchers in the last 2 months in the entire MLB. He's only given up more than 3 runs in 2 of his last 10 starts, whereas Severino's given up more than 3 runs in 4 of his last 10. Also, in all of these games, we've been talking about Brewers home day game. This is day game. Brewers are at home. Milwaukee starts at 5 o'clock, but that's 4 o'clock Central.
You're right.
That's afternoon. Milwaukee at home. We've been talking on this show time and time and time again. Milwaukee day games at home. Can't pass it up. Can't pass it up. I really like Freddie P. And just a little bit of inside of where I'm coming from on why I like -1. I don't hate the run line either, but I just am away from it. I will say, if you're wanting to get frisky, only 1 of the last 6 matchups between these 2 teams were decided by a run. All of them have been decided by more than 1 run. So I don't hate the run line, especially with the odds that you're getting it at. But we got to get some fucking wins here. We got to have some push insurance if it doesn't happen. So I love same play, Brewers -1. And guys, if you don't already know, you can get all our plays on SoBet. Go ahead, T. What were you going to say?
Yeah, one other angle I forgot to say too is the Mets. You had to use Phil Maton and Edwin Diaz the last 2 days, and Edwin Diaz threw what, like 40 or 50 pitches? Like he threw like in a ridiculous amount of pitches. So you also don't have the two best guys in the back of your bullpen available. I mean, I'm just taking -1 because y'all know how I bet baseball, man. I'm not going to risk anything over -130. I believe the money line's like -140 something. Like I'm not going to pay a -140 money line. Fuck that. I'm not going to lose 1 point. I'm not going to lose damn near 1.5 units if this plays wrong. I'd rather just lose 1 point. It was like -102 to go to -1. So I'd rather if I lose, so be it on that.
Yeah, I got it at +102.
You got it at +102 on the -1.
Yeah.
Damn, you probably bet it a little earlier than I did. I was messing around working on.
Yeah,
some
I was up early this morning.
Yeah, you do get up earlier than I do. Also, let's see, there's something else. No, that was the only angle for that game. Then, guys, the second game here we have, by the way, Royals up 1-0. Let's go. Atlanta and San Diego here. Look, the line is all the way out to -190 here. I think that the fact that AJ Smith-Shawver is pitching in this game tells you all you need to know. I mean, not only does the same thing apply here, I mean, the Braves did sit around in Atlanta for the last 2 series of the season. Then they play a doubleheader and fly back out here. I mean, if this is a regular season game, I'm fading a team every single time they play a doubleheader. Then they have to go on the road the next game. So that's another kind of like principle of betting baseball that applies here. But I mean, you just like look at this matchup. The Braves are throwing out their AJ Smith-Shawver. It tells me they're waving the white flag on this first game. They're basically just accepting it's a horrible spot. They're going to give the ball to a rookie who didn't even pitch in the MLB this season. He pitched a little bit last year. He didn't even make it up this year because he's battling injuries in the minor leagues most of the year. They're going to give him the ball in the first game of the series. I mean, they're basically just saying if we can get a bunch of run support, we'll win the game. But if not, I think him and Bryce Elder will eat most of the innings here for Atlanta in this game. So I just feel like the Braves have already waved the white flag. I mean, there's no value on -192. You got to take the Padres -1.5. I'm not going to bet against my Braves because I'm damn sure rooting for them tonight. But I mean, I don't see any world where the Braves win. If the Braves win this game tonight, I would be absolutely shocked.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't officially have a play on SoBet or anywhere on this game right now. That may change. Looking at a couple of things. What do you think, T? I almost like, well,
I liked the over, but I don't necessarily trust the Braves bats. This is like a huge sleepy spot for them. Like,
dude, I was gonna say the Nerfy. I took the Nerfy in game 1, cashed.
see what's the juice at on the Nerfy in this game? I mean, it probably can't be too bad because I mean, Smith-Shawver's a rookie. 6 outs to win. Let's see here. Where's this at?
But that Padres top of the lineup is nasty, though, dog.
You know me, man. I don't bet Nerfies. Okay, here we go. It says +105 on the over, -135 on the under. I mean, I'm not a Nerfy guy. I'm not good at capping Nerfies, but we've seen a trend so far today. No runs have been scored in the first 2 games today. I could see it continuing here.
Yeah. I do like the Padres. I think the only way you can bet this game is the Padres unless you're simply fading the public. And honestly, that's been profitable lately. So I don't fucking know. Like, seriously, bet what, like, literally, if you think about it, I'm just going to bet what doesn't make sense. The past couple of days, you'd cash. Oh, the biggest underdog on Sunday? Who was that?
Denver.
Exactly. And who won straight the fuck up because Zerline missed a fucking game-winning field goal?
Denver. Actually, the Patriots actually were the biggest underdog, and they got dog walked. But then it was Denver.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Against San Francisco. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's just, you can't even draw this shit up right now. But I don't know. I gotta see.
That hurts my heart, Pipe Layer, to see you hope the Braves get swept. That hurts my heart.
Yeah, that hurts. But honestly, seriously, fuck them, dude. They stoinked me twice. We're leading. Everything's good. 3-0. Bottom of the 8th. Life is great. Cooked me. Then they come back. You and me are texting. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I was venting. I'll never talk bad about your Braves again. Lindor, center field moonshot. Dude, if there was ever a time I was going to crash out, it was going to be right there. I was literally ready to end it all.
Yeah, man, that was tough. I mean, I had the over, but I mean, still though, the over had already hit without that home run, so I was like, "Fuck." I mean,
Disgusting.
Crazy game.
So we had the dogs barking. Hopefully, no dogs are barking against me today. So the one other thing that I had for you is a 3-game series here in the wild card, 5-game in the ALC or in the next round. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Who do you see upsetting? Do you see any teams that got a bye getting upset? So do you see the Guardians, the Yankees, the Phillies, Dodgers, any of those teams getting upset?
The Guardians play the winner of the Tigers and the Astros, right?
I knew you were going there. Yeah, they do.
I like Houston, and on the flip side of things, I don't think Kansas City can beat the Yankees, but I do like Houston. I mean, I'm definitely going to take Houston. And then in the NL, I definitely think the Dodgers and the Phillies are both on upset alert.
Oh, wow. Both.
Dude, if the Mets find a way to win this series, I think the Mets lose tonight. I might actually take the Mets tomorrow if they lose tonight. That game just started, by the way. I might actually take the Mets if they lose tonight. I don't know, dude. The Mets just kind of feel like the team of destiny. Like they started the season out so bad. Like the fact they pulled out and won that game yesterday, I feel like the Mets are just destined to make a run here in the postseason. But I definitely think that I definitely see the Padres making a run here. And I think the Dodgers will 100%. I mean, the Dodgers do this every single year, man. I don't see that. I think the same thing will happen again. Their pitching sucks.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Glasnow's out. What are they going to rely on? Bobby Miller? Fucking 12 ERA Bobby Miller?
He ain't pitching.
He fucking sure as hell better not. They better keep him as far away from the mound as possible.
I hope they do so I can take the over.
T, you haven't said anything about this Astros game, and it's hurting my heart.
Bases are loaded with 2 outs right now, and it's 3-1. I didn't want you to think about it.
My mind, like, dude, it's been spinning in the back of my head, like, please. So pick the Mets or Brewers for the game right now? No.
We both took the Brewers.
Yes, sir. We are on the Brewers. The Brew Crew. And if you don't know, you should be subscribed to SoBet because, listen, all these plays are posted very early in the morning, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 8 a.m., sometimes even earlier. Make sure you're subscribed. This is the weekly win streak where every day we're breaking down games, results, analysis, plays, picks, props, parlays, all in one place, typically speaking 5 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on TP3's YouTube, on What Up Bro Bros YouTube. You're going to get notified. You're going to get notified the second we go live. Can you drop the link? I'm not able to. TP3 is the moderator.
Comment on below the post on YouTube, and I will drop on Twitter, and I'll drop the link for you, Nova. I got you.
Yeah.
Comment on our actual
All right, brother.
On Twitter, though. I got you, bro.
Have you looked at any college football for Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Yeah, just the play I said I wasn't going to mention again. I have another max play I've been tracking, and then other than that, I actually kind of hate the rest of the college football card. Not a lot of value, to be honest with y'all, on the card this week that I see that really on there. But I got a couple plays that I think look all right. Let's see if I can tell y'all any of them besides 2 max plays. Into the game, 3 outs. Astros did not come through for us. Let's see.
The bases loaded?
Yeah.
You know what's so funny, though? If I would have bet Detroit, grand slam. Seriously. Like, this shit is such a fucking joke, dude. Literally, I could bet that the sun is going to come up tomorrow, and that's the day Armageddon happens. The world will be over, so you better fucking hope to God I don't ever bet that, because it'll be over for all of us.
So, yeah, I got a couple more plays on here we can talk about real quick. I think I'm going to take West Virginia plus 4.5. I know West Virginia's defense isn't the greatest, but Oklahoma State looks lost right now on offense. They have no identity, no quarterback, and they've really struggled now twice in a row against running quarterbacks. And Garrett Green can run the football. So I think that that's a pretty big edge there for West Virginia. And then the other one's USC minus 8.5 against Minnesota. I mean, I know that this is a road game. USC laying 8.5. Michigan just let Minnesota come back on them. I mean, I think USC is a much better team than Michigan. They should have won that game against them. So I think USC is for sure going to be a play.
Yeah, for sure. 100%, man. I haven't looked at the slate at all. I was just wondering if you did. You're always ahead of the game.
Yeah, I've looked through the slate some. That's actually my plan for tonight. Y'all know what I do, man, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm going to have my laptop out while I'm watching these games, capping games and whatnot. So see if we can't win a little bit.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. Well, all right, guys, let's go ahead and get up out of here. We appreciate everyone who tuned in and watched. Go ahead, guys. Hit the like button, hit the follow button, hit the share button. We appreciate everyone who tunes in here every single day. We can't do these streams now. Y'all be back on here tomorrow with some football looks. We'll talk about some playoff baseball tomorrow, and then obviously be back here on Thursday and Friday as well. And I'll be in town, so Saturday as well. We'll be in town all week, so we'll probably be back here every single day. The only reason why we didn't go live yesterday, guys, I was sweating out that Braves final playoff game. I could not go live during that game. But, yeah, we'll be live on here, guys, talking games, so make sure you hit the follow button.